Congratulations, only 30 seconds left. God says, you will be very happy tonight because God is giving you that one thing. So listen to me before 11:57 p.m. or you will miss it. You are not here by accident. You didn't scroll by mistake. Something divine has pulled you in because heaven is reaching out. The clock is ticking and this moment is holy. This message isn't for everyone, it's for you. Something sacred is about to shift in your life, and if you don't hear this fully, you could miss what heaven has lined up with your name on it. Please do not skip this. What you're about to hear might be the turning point you've been praying for. Listen all the way through. If you believe in what's coming, comment, Amen. When I say 30 seconds, I mean the countdown in the spirit has already begun. You have arrived at the edge of something that only I, your God, could prepare. Tonight will not end the same for you. There is something I have kept hidden from your eyes until now. There is something I have waited to release until this very hour. This is why I urge you before the hands of the clock strike 11:57 p.m. You must hear me. You must receive what I have stored for you. Do not let distractions steal this from you. I am not just speaking a blessing, I am delivering it. And this one is not ordinary. This one is the shift. You've been faithful in dry seasons. You've cried when no one saw. You've battled silently. You've felt forgotten. But I, the Lord your God, have remembered you. And tonight, you will see what I meant when I said, those who sow in tears shall reap in joy. That joy is at your door now. Comment 1111 if you believe what I'm telling you. This is not a vague promise. This is not someday, this is now. I have chosen this moment, not the next one, not tomorrow, tonight. Before the clock hits 11:57 p.m., my spirit will move. That thing you thought was delayed, I never denied it. I held it until this divine minute. I watched over it. I kept it from harm. I shaped it while you waited. And now, it's ready. You thought the waiting was a punishment, but it was protection. You thought I was silent, but I was preparing the way. I know every tear you cried. I counted them. I know every door that slammed in your face. I saw them. And I let those doors close because I knew what I was preparing for you wouldn't fit in that room. I needed you to grow. I needed you to trust. The blessing I'm about to give isn't like the others. This one will feel personal. It's going to reach into the area you thought was hopeless, the area you stopped praying about, the area that made you feel like giving up. That's the one I'm targeting. Because I am God, and I don't halfway deliver. I bring beauty out of ashes. I bring resurrection from graves. And what was once dry in your life is about to overflow. You see, the enemy tried to convince you that time was running out, that you were too late, that your moment passed. But I say to you, I am the Redeemer of time. I don't miss. I don't delay without reason. My timing is always perfect. You've been waiting on me, but tonight you'll realize I've been waiting on you to be ready to receive. Now listen closely. I am giving you that one thing, the one that's been heavy on your heart, the one that's been in your quiet prayers, the one you only whispered because it felt too big. I am not intimidated by your dreams. I placed them there, and now I'm bringing them into light. Don't let fear whisper lies to you in this moment. Don't let doubt convince you that this isn't for you. I know your name. I know your heart. I know your story. And I'm not ashamed of you. I'm not distant. I'm near. I have held your future in my hands, and tonight I open my hands to you. There are angels positioned around you now. There is breakthrough flowing even as you listen. The spiritual realm is not bound by what your eyes can see. You may feel ordinary, but heaven sees royalty. You may feel broken, but I see healing rising from within you. You may feel forgotten, but I have carved your name into the palms of my hands. Comment 222 if you trust this. The reason this feels so urgent is because it is. There is a moment when heaven aligns with earth in a way that shifts destinies. That moment is now. This is not a repeat of yesterday. This is not a recycled blessing. This is the beginning of what you thought was impossible. I am doing it for you. You will not end this year the way you started it. You will not carry the same pain into tomorrow. Tonight, the chains break. Tonight, the weight lifts. Tonight, the answers you've been crying for start to reveal themselves. My favor is about to wrap around you like a flood. My goodness will chase you down. I have seen the way people treated you. I've seen the betrayal, the cold shoulders, the ones who said they cared but disappeared when you needed them most. I saw it all, and I'm stepping in. I'm bringing vindication. I'm bringing restoration. What they thought they took from you, I will return it sevenfold. I don't just bless, I restore. I don't just give, I multiply. I don't just promise, I fulfill. And tonight, I declare over you, what you lost will not compare to what's about to be placed in your hands. Stay with me. You're not at the end. You're at the beginning of laughter returning to your home, the beginning of peace flooding your mind, the beginning of open doors you never had to touch because I'm opening them for you. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. This is what it means to be chosen, to be seen by me. Even when others overlook you, I elevate you. Even when others walk away, I stay. My hand is on you, and no force can stop what I've already set in motion. Now I ask you, do you believe me? Not just with your mind, but with your spirit. Because if you do, tonight you will be very happy. You will feel it in the atmosphere. Something will shift in the way your heart rests. The pressure you've carried will begin to break apart. Before the clock strikes 11:57 p.m., you will sense my presence like never before. I don't come with empty hands. I come with healing. I come with purpose. I come with answers. I come with that one thing, the one you dared not even ask me for anymore. But I heard you, and now I move. If this touched you, if you feel my voice stirring something deep in your spirit, I want you to take a second and like this video. Not because it changes me, but because it shows you're receiving what's yours. I saw the nights you laid awake asking me why it felt so quiet. I heard every whispered prayer you prayed in the dark, wondering if I was even listening. I was. And now, I speak directly to you because the appointed time has come. I am not late. I was waiting for the exact second your spirit would be ready to receive without fear. And that second has arrived. I am God. I operate in the unseen before you ever feel it in the seen. What I am doing right now is not emotional hype, it is spiritual truth. You are walking into what you've been weeping for. I'm handing you what you thought I forgot. You need to understand something. This blessing is not random. It is not for popularity or comfort. It's tied to your purpose. I've seen your heart, and even in brokenness, you've tried to remain kind. Even in lack, you've tried to give. Even in silence, you've still believed in me. That's why this moment is happening. You honored me when you had nothing. Now watch what I do when I give you more than enough. Comment 333 to declare your faith. There's a reason it took this long. The weight of this blessing could have crushed you if I released it too soon. You would have misunderstood it. You might have mishandled it. But now, the maturity, the scars, the growth, it's made room in you for what's coming. You're not who you used to be. You're stronger now. You've learned to trust me, not just when it's easy, but when it hurts. So hear me clearly. I'm not just giving you what you asked for. I'm giving you more. I'm giving you double for the pain, double for the shame, double for the years you lost. The enemy tried to bury you in disappointment. He wanted you to stop expecting. But what he didn't know was that your disappointment didn't make you weaker, it pushed you closer to me. I was with you in the loss. I was there when they lied about you. I held you when you had no one else, and I've been preparing this moment in the background. I am the God who doesn't waste pain. I make rivers in the desert. I bring joy where there was mourning. I lift the head of the one who was bowed low. I breathe life into dry bones. And right now, I am breathing on you. I know you've been afraid to hope again. I know disappointment has made you careful with your faith. But I'm telling you, it's safe now. You can hope again. You can believe again. This is not like before. You will not be hurt the way you were. You will not lose what I give you. What I place in your life now will have my hand over it. And no man, no mistake, no storm will be able to take it. I promised in my word that I would never leave you or forsake you. I promised that I would be with you in the fire and in the flood. And I have been. You may not have seen me, but you felt me. In those moments of peace that didn't make sense, in the strength that came when you had none left, that was me. I carried you here, and I'm about to launch you forward. You are not forgotten. You are not unseen. Heaven is aware of your name. The angels rejoice over you. I have assigned favor to follow you, and it will. You will not have to chase it. It will chase you. Comment 555 if you believe favor is coming. This is not the end of your story. This is a new chapter. The chapter where you laugh again, where you breathe without heaviness, where you walk without fear. I'm rewriting the ending the enemy tried to stamp on your life. He said you were finished. He said you'd always be stuck. He said it would never happen. But I say, watch me work. Watch me heal your body. Watch me restore your family. Watch me open the door no one thought you'd walk through. Watch me turn that small opportunity into something bigger than your past pain. Watch me do what only I can do. You're going to feel my peace tonight like never before. You'll know this is me because suddenly the things that once troubled your heart won't have the same weight. Your spirit will feel lighter, not because the situation changed, but because your faith grew. That's how my power works. I change you, and then I change what's around you. Stay with me. You are not too broken. You are not too late. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be for this miracle to unfold. I am God. I knew every step you'd take. I planned redemption into every failure. I wrote mercy into every moment of weakness. And I am still calling you chosen. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. You're going to be very happy tonight, not because of some shallow feeling, but because I'm going to lift something off of you that's been sitting on your chest for too long. The weight of waiting, the fear of being forgotten, the ache of seeing everyone else blessed while you wondered when your time would come. Your time has come. Do not look back. Do not compare your story to anyone else's. You have your own path, your own anointing, your own appointed hour. And it's this one, right now. Before 11:57 p.m., let this moment mark a shift in your spirit. Let your mind stop circling fear. Let your heart be steady again. I am with you. I will not fail you. I will hold you through this next season, just as I have through everyone before. You may not feel ready, but I am. And that's all that matters. You were never meant to carry the pressure of figuring it all out. You were meant to trust me as I lead you into what your eyes haven't seen but your spirit has longed for. This is why I kept you through the storms, why I didn't allow the waves to take you under, why your mind didn't break even though it felt like it was going to, because I wasn't finished. I was preserving you for this very moment. I am sending something your way that will make sense of everything you didn't understand before. I am bringing clarity to the confusion. What was once a question mark in your heart will soon become a testimony that shakes others awake. You've been crying out for me to show up, and now I am. Not in thunder, not in flashes of light, but in the quiet certainty rising in your spirit right now. You feel it. Something's different. That heaviness is starting to loosen. That fear is beginning to weaken. That's me. That's my presence touching you as you hear this. I never left. I've been right here waiting for the moment your heart would be open enough to receive again. Comment 1212 if you feel my presence reaching you. I have seen how tired you are. You've been running on empty, trying to keep everyone else strong while your soul silently crumbles. You've encouraged others while wondering if anyone sees the battles you're fighting. I see them. I've seen every inner war. I've seen every time you wanted to give up but didn't. And tonight, I honor your perseverance with my power. This is not a temporary lift. This is a supernatural turning point. You've been walking through fire, but you're coming out refined, not burned. You've been walking through delay, but you're stepping into divine timing. I'm not simply fixing what was broken, I'm doing something brand new. I'm writing joy into the pages of your story again. Not shallow happiness, but deep, soul-restoring joy that doesn't depend on circumstance. I know it's hard to believe good things are coming when you've lived through so many setbacks. But I'm telling you, don't base your faith on your past, base it on who I am. I am faithful, I am just, I am your Father, and I do not lie. If I said it, I'll do it. If I promised it, I'll fulfill it. You are not forgotten, you are not overlooked. Heaven knows your name. Comment 777 if you receive that promise. The enemy tried to bury your hope, but hope is rising again. I am stirring your spirit to believe beyond what your eyes can see. Because faith isn't about what looks possible, it's about trusting me when nothing makes sense. You've trusted me through tears. Now I'll show you what it means to trust me through joy. Because joy is returning to your house. Peace is returning to your mind. Strength is returning to your bones. You've asked me, why did I have to go through so much? And my answer is this: because what I'm about to give you is so weighty, so meaningful, so full of purpose, that you had to be prepared to carry it. Your pain wasn't punishment. It was preparation. I was building endurance. I was stretching your faith. I was showing you that even in your weakest hour, my strength was more than enough. Tonight will be the beginning of the fulfillment. You'll begin to see signs. Conversations will shift. Doors will crack open. Unexpected favor will find you. But more than all of that, you'll feel me again. Not as an idea, not as a distant thought, but as a living presence, right there in the middle of your life. You won't have to force anything. You won't have to chase anything. The blessing I'm bringing will arrive with peace. It will settle your doubts. It will come quietly, but it will stay. What I'm doing doesn't come with confusion. It comes with confirmation. You will know it's me, because everything in you will finally feel aligned again. Don't let the enemy lie to you in this sacred moment. Don't let old wounds speak louder than my promises. You are not too far gone. You are not too broken. You are exactly where you need to be for this blessing to find you. I have already released it. Now walk in faith and watch it unfold. You'll begin to notice things shifting even in the next few hours. People who once ignored you will reach out. Answers you've been waiting on will suddenly show up. The heaviness that sat on your chest will begin to lift, not by your doing but by my hand, because I care for you. I care about what hurts you. I care about what matters to you. And I never stopped caring. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. This is more than motivation. This is a call to remember who you are in me. You are chosen. You are covered. You are called. You are more than the worst thing you've experienced. You are destined for greater. That's why the enemy fought you so hard. That's why your mind became a battlefield. Because if you ever stepped fully into what I placed inside you, hell wouldn't know what to do. But guess what? That time is now. You are rising. You are healing. You are moving into the future I planned for you. Nothing can stop what I've ordained. No lie, no betrayal, no delay, no fear. You're walking into a season where I show you why it had to happen the way it did. You're walking into answered prayers, divine favor, and healing that others said was impossible. Tonight, I want you to rest. Not just physically, but in your heart, in your mind. I want you to release every outcome to me. Stop carrying what was never yours to fix. I am God. I am your provider, your protector, your vindicator, your defender. Let me do what only I can do, and trust that I will. You're not going to miss what I have for you. You're not going to mess it up. My grace is covering you. My mercy is surrounding you. My love is greater than your fear. You are going to be very happy tonight. Not just emotionally, but spiritually. Because you'll know that I have seen you, chosen you, and moved for you. You are stepping into a divine moment. This is not imagination or wishful thinking. This is my appointed time. And when I speak, time obeys. Creation obeys. Delay breaks. Resistance ends. Your life is not on pause, it's in my process. Every second you thought was wasted, every prayer you thought was unheard, has been stored in my hands. And now, I release what you've been waiting for. You've been afraid to trust again. Life taught you to lower your expectations. Pain taught you to protect your heart. But I'm teaching you something new. I'm teaching you to believe again. Not in your strength, not in the people who failed you, but in me, in my word, in my plans that go beyond your understanding but never beyond my love. Comment 999 if you're ready to trust God again. I want you to know that you have not missed your moment. There is no blessing too late, no calling too far gone, no purpose too lost. If I've spoken it over your life, then it still stands. Heaven does not cancel my promises. They remain, they wait. And when you least expect it, when the weight of waiting has left you speechless, that's when I arrive with power. I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm asking you to stay close. Stay near me. I don't need you to figure everything out. I need you to trust that I already have. And while the world may rush, I am never in a hurry. My timing brings peace, not panic. So breathe. Stop trying to fix it all alone. Let me carry what's too heavy for you. This is not the end of your story, not the end of your purpose, not the end of your chance. This is the unfolding, the beginning of what I've written for you all along. You're not disqualified. You're not forgotten. You're right on time with me. Even if you feel late by the world's standards, you are exactly where I need you to be. You didn't see the full picture, but I did. You didn't hear every conversation, but I did. You didn't know what they were planning behind your back, but I protected you anyway. I saw their motives, and I blocked what could have destroyed your peace. You didn't lose what was meant for you. I simply removed what would have harmed you. Comment 1010 if you believe you're protected. There are things I kept from you, not because you weren't worthy, but because you were too valuable. I've always protected your destiny, even when you didn't understand my silence. That job that didn't call back, I was shielding you. That door that wouldn't open, I was saving you. That relationship that ended without explanation, I was rescuing you. And now, you're stepping into a space where everything will begin to make sense. You'll look back and thank me for what I didn't allow. You'll see how rejection was my redirection, how delay was my setup for something greater. I am not a careless God. I am intentional. Every step I've allowed you to take has led you right here. This is why I say to you, stay awake in your spirit. Keep your heart open, because what I am about to place in your hands won't look like what you lost. It will be better. It will be right. It will carry my fingerprints. It will bless you, not drain you. It will heal you, not break you again. This time, it won't be a lesson. It will be a reward. I am bringing new connections into your life, new ideas, new strength. I am increasing your discernment. No longer will you be easily swayed by the temporary. You will know what's from me and what's not. I am sharpening your vision. You'll be able to see clearly what once confused you. The fog is lifting. My wisdom is guiding you now. The pain you've endured has not been pointless. It's been planting something deep inside you, something unshakable. That pain turned into prayer. Those prayers turned into power, and now that power is turning into purpose. You are not who you were when the storm started. You've grown, you've endured, and now you will rise. Your days of feeling unseen are over. I'm placing you in spaces that honor your voice, that recognize your heart, that value your presence. And I'm not just opening doors, I'm rebuilding your confidence. You're going to look in the mirror and see what I see. A child of God, anointed, chosen, called, strengthened by grace, carried by love. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily, and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The people who walked away couldn't see what I see in you, but I never stopped looking. I never stopped calling your name. Even when you turned away, I stayed. Even when you questioned me, I held on. Even when you gave up on yourself, I didn't. I've never been ashamed of you. I've always been proud of how you kept going. You think you're barely holding on, but you don't even know how many battles you've already won. Simply by choosing to believe one more time, to get up one more time, to pray when you didn't feel anything. That's strength, that's faith, and that's what I honor. So now, I'm responding to every silent cry, every secret frustration, Every moment you felt alone, I am answering with love, with breakthrough, with provision, with peace. My child, this is your moment. And you will be very happy tonight, not just because something changes, but because you'll finally know that I've been with you through it all. What I'm releasing isn't temporary relief, it's restoration. I am restoring years, restoring hope, restoring vision. You'll dream again, you'll plan again, you'll feel alive again, because I am breathing fresh wind into your life. I am rewriting the way you see yourself. You're not the failure others tried to label you as. You're not the mistake they couldn't forget. You are mine, and what I call blessed, no one can curse. What I open, no one can shut. You are walking into a season of undeniable favor. Don't look down anymore. Look up. That's where your help comes from. I heard the thoughts you never spoke out loud. And now I'm stepping in to do what only I can do, heal what broke, restore what faded, and replace what was taken. I'm not only giving you back what you lost, I'm giving you better. I'm giving you more. This is why the pressure has been so intense. It wasn't random. It was a sign that something was being birthed in your life. The enemy saw what I planted in you. He tried everything to wear you down, break your spirit, distract your focus, and destroy your hope. But it didn't work. You're still here, still breathing, still believing, even with shaking hands. That's why I'm blessing you, not because you were never weak, but because you kept coming back to me every time you fell. Comment 1515 if you know God has carried you through. I've watched you pour into others while your own cup was empty. I've seen you say I'm fine when you were anything but. I've seen you give when you had nothing left. And I am rewarding your heart, not just for what you did, but for how you did it with love, with kindness, with humility, even when you didn't receive the same in return. That matters to me. Your character has not gone unnoticed in heaven. There's something shifting around you even now. Doors are starting to open because of seeds you planted years ago. Prayers you forgot you prayed are being answered in this season. I haven't forgotten a single word you spoke in faith. The tears you cried were not in vain. They watered the ground for what is beginning to bloom now. What felt like delay was really divine timing. I know there were moments when you thought I wasn't listening, when silence felt louder than my promises, but I never ignored you. I was working beneath the surface. I was testing the soil, preparing the roots, anchoring your spirit so that when the blessing came, you would not be moved by it. I didn't want to give you something you couldn't hold, so I waited until you could carry it with strength. Comment 1717 if you're ready to receive what you once thought was gone. There is purpose in your story, even the broken chapters, even the parts you wish you could erase. I've been writing something beautiful out of the pain. I'm turning every scar into a symbol of survival. You are a walking testimony of grace. The fact that you're still standing is proof that I have not let go of you, and I never will. You've asked me, Lord, why did it have to be so hard? And here is my answer. Because what I've placed inside you needed pressure to grow. Just like a diamond is formed under intense weight, so too is your calling. The fire you walked through refined your spirit. The crushing you felt was not to destroy you, but to reveal the oil I've placed within you. That oil, your anointing, is what the enemy fears. You've been stretched but not broken, shaken but not shattered, confused but never alone. And now, it's time to step into what I've prepared for you. I'm removing the shame. I'm breaking the patterns. I'm opening your eyes to see yourself the way I've always seen you, worthy, chosen, beloved. This season will be marked by peace, not the kind the world gives, but the kind that calms storms, the kind that steadies hearts. You've lived long enough with unrest. Now, I'm giving you rest. Not just sleep, but deep soul rest. I'm speaking quiet over your chaos. I'm silencing every voice that told you it wouldn't happen. I'm proving every doubt wrong, not because you begged, but because I promised. And I keep my promises. You won't have to beg for what's coming. You won't have to chase it. You won't have to convince anyone of your worth. What I bring into your life now will recognize you. The doors I open will swing wide. The people I send will align with your spirit. The opportunities I release will flow with ease. This is the fruit of faith. This is the reward of those who trust me when it's hardest. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase, just 9 words long, that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Let go of the fear that you'll mess it up. Let go of the fear that it's too late. I am greater than your past. I am greater than your failures. I am rewriting the story with my hand, and what I write cannot be erased by man. You are stepping into a divine rewrite, one where every line speaks of redemption, healing, and glory. You don't need to understand everything. You just need to walk with me, one step at a time. I'll provide, I'll protect, I'll go before you and make the path straight. Even if it feels unfamiliar, know that my spirit is guiding you. Trust the peace, even when the process doesn't make sense. I am not leading you toward disappointment. I am leading you into destiny, and your destiny will not look like defeat. You will smile again without pretending. You will trust again without fear. You will laugh and not worry what's coming next. Because you'll know who holds your future. I do, and I'm not letting go of it. I'm not letting go of you. Your faith is not in vain. Your obedience has not been empty. I've seen the decisions you made to follow me, even when it cost you relationships, comfort, or understanding. I'm honoring those decisions now. I'm blessing the quiet sacrifices. I'm elevating you in ways you never had to ask for, because I reward those who trust me in the secret place. This is your time. Not because it's perfect, but because I am perfecting all things concerning you. Even your mistakes are being used for my glory. Even your detours are being rerouted to the right path. What the enemy meant for evil, I'm turning around for good. That's why I'm calling you now to lay it down. Put it at my feet. Release it from your chest. I am your God, and I will not let you drown in the very sea I've already parted for you. You've made it through battles that others never saw. You kept moving forward even when your heart was breaking. You kept praying when you had no words left. And I want you to hear this now. I'm proud of you. I, the creator of heaven and earth, see your strength, but I also see your exhaustion. And I'm not asking you to keep pushing through. I'm asking you to rest in me. Rest in the truth that I've got this, and I've got you. Comment Amen if you're laying your burdens at His feet. The breakthrough you've been crying for is already forming. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, and my when is always right on time. You've waited long enough thinking you were behind, but the truth is, you were never behind. I was just setting things in motion, things you couldn't see yet. What felt like delay was my way of protecting the foundation, and now it's stable. Now it's ready. And so are you. You don't need to fear the blessing that's coming. You don't need to fear whether you'll be enough to hold it. I will strengthen you. I will guide you. You won't have to pretend. You won't have to strive. You will simply need to receive and walk with me in the peace that I've prepared for you. You've asked me, what if I fail again? But I ask you this, what if you fly? What if everything you thought was lost becomes the very thing I use to lift you higher? What if the closed doors weren't rejection, but redirection? What if all along, I was never trying to punish you, I was preparing you, and that preparation is complete? Comment 222 if you're ready for what God has prepared for you. The enemy wanted you to think it was over, that your best days were behind you, that the prayers you prayed were just echoes in the dark. But tonight, I'm clearing that lie from your mind. Your best days are still ahead. Your story doesn't end in pain. It turns at my word. It shifts when I step in. And I've stepped in. You will not live the rest of your life in fear. You will not carry shame like a shadow. I am lifting it now. I am breaking chains in places you thought you'd never be free from. The cycle is ending. The sorrow is being replaced with joy. Not joy that fades, but joy that roots itself deep within you, where fear used to live, where doubt used to echo. You may not feel it all yet, but my spirit is already at work. You'll start to notice peace where there used to be panic. You'll see clarity replacing confusion. And you'll feel hope growing again, hope that had been buried by years of waiting. I am resurrecting that hope now. And this time, it won't slip through your fingers. Because this time, it's me holding it in place. Do not be afraid of what's next. The unknown may feel intimidating, but I go before you. You've never stepped into a space where I wasn't already there. You've never entered a room without my covering. Even when you didn't feel me, I was still present. Even when you thought you were alone, I was walking beside you, quiet, steady, faithful. And I'm still faithful now. I haven't forgotten what you asked for. Not one request you made in tears was missed. Not one cry for help was ignored. I held them all. I gathered every word, and now I'm turning them into harvest, into restoration, into the kind of joy you forgot was possible. You're not going to keep walking in circles. You're not going to keep waiting for life to begin. I'm launching you into it. You will wake up with purpose again. You will feel excitement return. That spark you thought was gone, it's coming back. The fire in you that was dimmed by disappointment is being reignited by my spirit. A neuroscientist says yes, a 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've thought, but I've made too many mistakes. And I say, my grace covers them all. My forgiveness is not fragile, it's final. When I say you are redeemed, you are. No past mistake can cancel my calling on your life. I didn't choose you because you were perfect. I chose you because I love you, and I still do. You've survived storms that were meant to silence you, but you're still here. Still standing. And not only are you surviving, you're about to start thriving. You're stepping into the season I designed for you. One filled with favor, not frustration. Peace, not panic. Clarity, not chaos. This is your time to rebuild. But not by your strength, by mine. I will rebuild your heart. I will restore your faith. I will renew your strength. And I will do it so thoroughly that even you will be surprised by how quickly things turn around. I am not limited by time. What seems impossible to man takes me only a moment, so stop thinking it's too late. Stop believing you missed your moment. The miracle was never gone, it was waiting for your heart to be ready. And now it is. Now you are. Tonight is not just another night. This is the night I mark your spirit and remind you who you are, mine. You've been called, you've been protected, and now you will be fulfilled. This is not the end of your hope. It's the beginning of what I promised. You don't need to figure out how it will happen. You only need to believe that I will do it. You're not forgotten. I have been walking with you through every valley, covering you through every storm, and now I am bringing you into the light you thought you'd never see. There is a reason you've been under pressure, a reason it's felt like everything has been pressing in at once. The enemy didn't attack you because you were weak. He attacked you because you were close to breakthrough, close to healing, close to the promise I spoke over you long ago. And he tried to convince you that nothing was going to change. But I'm telling you this now, everything is changing. Right now, in ways you can't even fully see yet, I'm working behind the scenes on your behalf. Comment 333 to declare your faith in God's timing. I am the God who parts seas, who moves mountains, who multiplies the little you have and turns it into more than enough. And I am still doing those things today, not just for others, for you. That one thing you've been praying about, the one thing that feels too big to ask for anymore, is the very thing I am placing my hand on now. You thought I didn't hear, but I was waiting for the exact moment when your heart could receive what I've already prepared. Let go of the fear that this is all there is. Let go of the thought that maybe you've missed your chance. I am not limited by your age, your past, your failures, or the opinions of people who didn't see your worth. I am bigger than all of that. I do not call the qualified. I qualify the called. And you, my child, are called. I am about to make sense of the confusion. I'm going to give you peace in the places where there's only been panic. I'm going to restore what was stolen from you. What you thought was lost, I've been preserving. The things you buried in your heart, your dreams, your hopes, your confidence, it's all coming back. And this time, nothing will be able to take it from you. Comment 1111 if you believe restoration is coming. This season will not be like the last. You are stepping into new territory. You will see new faces, new opportunities, and new favor. Don't be afraid of how unfamiliar it feels. That's how you'll know it's me. I'm not repeating what you've already known. I'm creating something completely new, and though it may start small, it will grow. And when it does, you'll look back and understand why I made you wait. You weren't waiting because you were forgotten. You were waiting because I was preparing something worth the wait. The people who walked away from you, let them go. I saw their hearts. I saw what you couldn't. And I allowed that disconnection for your protection. Not everyone can walk with you into this next part. You don't need their approval to be blessed. You don't need to explain yourself to people who never took time to understand your heart. I understand you. I chose you. I've called you. And I'm still covering you. I am shifting the atmosphere around you. The heaviness is lifting. The resistance is weakening. The doors are beginning to unlock. You're going to feel lighter, freer, clearer, not because everything suddenly makes sense, but because you'll finally know deep in your soul that I've got this. I've got you. You've been carrying pressure that I never asked you to carry. Let it go. Lay it down. Your job is not to make everything work. Your job is to trust that I already am. When the blessing comes, and it will, don't be surprised if it comes in a way you didn't expect. I work in the unexpected. I show up in places people overlook. You've been looking for a loud sign, but I often speak through the stillness. Stay quiet long enough, and you'll hear me. Stay still long enough, and you'll feel me again. I'm not just giving you a moment of peace, I'm giving you a lifestyle of peace. I'm rebuilding your inner world. No more sleepless nights worrying about things you can't control. No more mental exhaustion from trying to figure out every next step. I am directing your steps, and you don't have to run anymore, you just have to walk with me. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You may not feel strong right now, but strength is rising within you. You may not feel brave, but courage is growing. I am not asking you to have it all together. I'm just asking you to let me lead. This is a new chapter. One not filled with striving but surrender. Not built on fear but faith. You won't have to force what's coming. You won't have to beg for what's already yours. My hand is on you. My favor surrounds you. My presence goes before you. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. You are loved. You are mine. And I will finish what I started in you. Every promise I made still stands. Every prayer you prayed still matters. And every step you take from here forward will be ordered, guided, and protected by me. Don't rush. Don't panic. Just trust. Just breathe. Just stay close. What I have for you is not small. It's not temporary. It's not incomplete. It is whole. It is holy. And it is near. I am the same God who calmed the storm with a word, and I am speaking peace into your storm even now. What tried to drown you will become the very thing I use to elevate you. What was meant to break you will be the ground you rise from. You've asked why it had to hurt so much, why you had to walk alone, why things couldn't have happened sooner. And I'm answering now, not with more delay, but with a shift. I had to clear the path, remove the distractions, refine your faith, and prepare your heart. I didn't want you to just survive the blessing. I wanted you to live in it, breathe in it, carry it with strength and wisdom. You had to go through the fire because what's coming is too precious to handle with untested hands. Comment 777 if you're ready to rise from the fire. The pain wasn't your punishment, it was your preparation. Every setback carved out more room in you for faith. Every tear watered the soil for something greater. You are not empty, you are fertile ground. And now I am planting something in you that will bear fruit for generations to come. I know it's been hard to keep trusting when nothing around you looks like the promise, but you've done it anyway. You've prayed through the silence. You've stood when everything in you wanted to collapse. You've chosen me, even when it would have been easier to run. And I have not overlooked your faithfulness. It is your faith that has moved my hand. Now watch what I do in response. I am restoring your strength, not just enough to get by, but strength that overflows. Strength that wakes you up in the morning with joy, not dread. Strength that silences anxiety. Strength that anchors you when everything else tries to pull you back into fear. You won't be controlled by fear anymore. You won't be led by past pain anymore. I am setting you free. Comment Amen if you receive that strength in your spirit. You've spent too long thinking you were stuck, but what you called stuck, I called still. I've been growing you in stillness, molding you, maturing you, strengthening your roots so that when the winds come, you won't fall. The fruit I'm producing in your life isn't rushed, it's real, and it will last. This is not just about a single moment of breakthrough. It's about the shift of your entire atmosphere. The lightness you've been craving in your chest, the clarity you've been begging for, the hope you've struggled to hold on to, I'm restoring it all. It starts within you. I'm healing your inner world so your outer world can finally come into alignment. This time, you will not have to pretend. You will not have to wear a mask to cover your pain. I am bringing healing, not just relief. I'm touching the root of the ache, the hidden wounds, the silent battles, the lonely nights, and I'm replacing all of it with peace that doesn't leave when people do, with joy that isn't based on circumstances, with love that won't fail you. You've been waiting for someone to choose you, but I already did. I chose you before the foundation of the world. I've never stopped choosing you. Others may have walked away, others may have changed their mind, but I never have. I knew everything about you and still said, that one is mine. So stop chasing the approval of people who were never meant to carry your value. Stop looking back. Stop questioning your worth based on how others treated you. You are worth more than what they gave. And I'm going to prove it not with revenge, but with restoration. Not with explanations, but with elevation. The things you thought were delays were actually layers. Layers of grace, layers of protection, layers of wisdom, and now those layers are about to unfold. You'll step into rooms you never applied for. You'll receive answers you didn't even know were already on the way. You will feel a release in your spirit, a lifting you didn't think was possible. You will look back on this season and realize that I was never silent. I was strategic. This is your moment to stop surviving and start living again. I didn't save you just to keep you on your feet. I saved you so you could run, so you could build, so you could overflow. You have more in you than what life tried to take, and I'm going to bring it out. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. What's coming is not temporary. This is not a short season of favor, it's a divine shift. You will walk differently, speak differently, hope differently, because your heart will no longer be anchored in what you see, but in who you belong to. You belong to me. And I'm not letting you miss what I've planned. I've seen what's tried to come against you. I've seen the discouragement, the distractions, the doubts, but I've also seen your persistence, your loyalty, your faith, and I honor that. I reward that. And now I'm releasing what you didn't think you could ever have. You thought the promise was too far, but it's closer than it's ever been. It's already moving toward you, and I'm preparing you to walk in it without fear. When it shows up, don't run from it. Don't sabotage it. Don't question if you're worthy. You are. Because I've made you worthy. This next part of your life isn't going to look like the last. The tears will still exist, but there'll be different tears of relief, of joy, of seeing things finally come together. The pain won't own you anymore. The past won't haunt you. You will breathe freely, laugh deeply, and love without fear. I am rewriting your story, and no one, not even you, can stop what I've ordained. I never forgot what you asked for. Even the smallest of prayers, the ones you didn't think were worth speaking aloud, I heard them. I've held every word close. I've stored them like treasure. And now, the answers are beginning to unfold. Not all at once, but in waves. You'll begin to notice them flowing into your life, small at first, then undeniable, because I never start what I don't finish. Comment Amen if you still believe in God's promise. The long nights you endured were not wasted. Every season of waiting, every unanswered question, every roadblock, it was building something in you. I wasn't just preparing the blessing, I was preparing you. I was strengthening your spirit, deepening your roots, teaching you to hear me through the stillness. Now, You'll understand why it had to happen the way it did. You've learned to walk when you didn't have direction. You've learned to stand when you felt weak. You've learned to trust when all you saw was silence. And that faith, that deep, painful, unwavering faith, is what has moved heaven on your behalf. I never needed perfection from you. I needed surrender. And now that you've surrendered it all, I'm giving it back, restored, multiplied, and better than before. Comment 555 if you're ready for better. This season will feel lighter, not because life gets easier, but because you'll stop carrying what was never yours to hold. I'm teaching you to rest again. I'm teaching you to breathe again. You won't have to pretend to be strong anymore. You'll be strong because you'll know you're not alone. You will not carry shame into this new chapter. I'm stripping that off of you. You've been forgiven. Fully, completely, eternally. There is no condemnation in me. The guilt you've felt, it's not yours to carry. The voice that tells you you're not good enough, that's not mine. I speak love, peace, correction, and truth, but never shame. I didn't choose you because you were flawless. I chose you because you are mine. Stop replaying the things that went wrong. Stop rehearsing the past. I'm doing a new thing now. I've already stepped into your future. I've already made the crooked places straight. I've already cleared the path that fear tried to block. And I'm guiding you towards something far greater than what you lost. You're going to feel safe again. Not because everything around you is perfect, but because you'll know who holds it all. I am your safety, your shelter, your hiding place. When the world becomes loud, come to me. I'll quiet your soul. When anxiety rises, speak my name. I will be there. When doubt creeps in, remember what I've done for you before, and know I will do it again. I'm not just giving you one moment of joy. I'm giving you a lifestyle of it. I'm restoring laughter in your home. I'm bringing light back into the places you tried to hide. I'm healing what no one else could reach. And I'm doing it so thoroughly that you'll forget how heavy the pain used to feel. You've walked through the wilderness, but now you're coming out with something precious, perspective, strength, and a closeness to me that can't be shaken. You'll find that what you gained in the valley will carry you higher than any mountaintop ever could. No longer will you question if you're seen. I see you. I've always seen you. I've been there through every quiet breakdown, every unseen act of kindness, every selfless choice you made even when your heart was breaking. And now I'm honoring it. I'm bringing favor that won't make sense to those who didn't know what it cost you to stay faithful. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to convince anyone of your journey. I was there for every step. I know the whole story. And the version I see is beautiful. It's redeemed. It's full of grace. It's filled with purpose. Don't be afraid to walk in that. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted.